Hey guys, Pinobi, also known as TheAcousticKind here, doing a guest narration for Quandarin66, also known as Elo, also known as Eric, for his guest narration week. Yeah, if you guys don't know, he did a guest narration for me a while back, so if you haven't seen that, you can feel free to check it out on my guest narrated Wi-Fi Battles playlist on my channel, but we digress here. Yeah, it's going to be a pretty fun game, if I do say so myself. I did take a little peek at it, and I believe, as Quandarin would say, let's go ahead and play it back. So yeah, this is going to be a mixed tier battle, I'm guessing, considering it's 2-2-2. It wasn't labeled or anything, but that's what it appears to be. They're both going to lead off with NU leads. The opponent using a Butterfree, which is slower than Ninetales, so Elo's just going to put it to sleep, knowing they usually carry the Focus Sash, as opposed to the Lumberry, another popular lead item, although they do normally have Hidden Power Ground, but Ninetales sports a good special defense stat. So yeah, Elo's just going to go ahead and go for the Energy Ball here. Maybe he's hoping this Kingdra will overpredict the switch and go for a stat increase, maybe allowing for a 2-hit KO. Although Dragon Dance would probably let him outspeed, not totally sure. Maybe he's hoping it was a special one. Or maybe he just wanted the free switch into Tentacruel so he could force a switch. So he's going to go for the Swords Dance. Normally Tentacruel is a special wall, so not completely sure why the guy switched out. But I don't know. Maybe he's choiced or something. So yeah, the guy's going to bring in the Bronzong to set up a Reflect, which is just going to be set up fodder for Elo, because he's going to use a really unconventional set, rather. Going for the Swords Dance and the Substitute, which is pretty much awesome for him, giving him that free setup. Yeah, the opponent probably went into Kingdra just because he knows Tentacruels have really good special defense stats, normally uses a special wall, so he needs to go into something physical, and his OU poke, Kingdra, is probably his best bet at taking this thing down. So yeah, he's just going to go for the Outrage. Elo makes a smart set of plays here, just sub-stalling for the confusion to set in, which is basically going to not necessarily ensure, but there's a good probability that the opponent will kill themselves off, or hit themselves, allowing Elo to kill him off, and all that good stuff. So yeah, he is going to get lucky, and the guy's going to hit himself in confusion on the first hit, but he barely survives with a very minuscule amount of HP. But because Tentacruel sports 100 base speed as opposed to Kingdra's like 80, 85, I don't know, he is going to outspeed. So the opponent brings in a Primeape, goes for the Punishment, which is a pretty awesome move, pretty unique to see on a Primeape in my experience. Maybe it's not too unique, but I don't really see it. Which does more damage based on the opponent's stat increases. He probably brings this thing in because I'm guessing it's Scarfed, maybe Banded, and he's like getting speed ties because I think Primeape also has 100 base speed, or maybe Elo's Adamant. But either way, it's the only thing that can probably take that thing out in one hit after breaking the sub, and the only thing that could outspeed. So Elo made a good play. It went into this guy because he knows it's a Dark type, and that Primeape is most likely choiced. So it's going to force a switch, allowing him to get up a Swords Dance. He's going to go for the Night Slash and then a second Swords Dance. He was probably hoping for the 2-hit KO with Night Slash, so he wouldn't have to worry about, Reflect / Explosion. But that is not going to be the case, and he knows that after that Reflect is up, that even a crit, well, I'm not going to say even a crit couldn't kill, but it was more worthwhile to go for the Swords Dance, even risking the explosion. So yeah, the opponent brings in the Primeape. He's got a Zapdos out. Goes for the Ice Punch, but it's not Stab, and Zapdos has very nice defense, which is going to allow him to get an Agility up and then outspeed to go for the Thunderbolt. So Elo is using a very setup-based team here, very offensive, and it is getting the job done. It is going to work. So a pretty cool set of plays here. The opponent's going to bring in Megan, a Miss Magius, of the UU tier, and it is going to get outsped after the Agility, but it sports a high special defense stat, so it is able to survive and fire off a Stab Shadow Ball. It probably has HP Fighting or something, so or Thunderbolt. So that's why it's going for the Shadow Ball and all that good stuff. But it is going to just get 2-hit KO'd. So the opponent is kind of on the back foot here on its last leg, because his only non-asleep poke is this Marowak. Elo's going to go for the Hidden Power, whether it be ground or ice, not quite sure, but it is going to be super effective, so that's what I'm guessing, and most of them carry grass or ice. For the ground types that resist, or rather are immune to the electric stab, and he's barely going to survive and take it out, and Elo is just going to wrap this up with a Venusaur. So that was a good game. The PokeSkater Well, I mean, technically he has a Butterfree, but it's asleep, and that's not going to cut it. So like I said, good game, the PokeSkater. Thanks, Elo, for allowing me to do this guest narration. Not really used to this unconventional style of narrating, but hopefully it wasn't too bad. Tried to make this pretty quick for you. Hope everyone had a fun time. Probably links to his channel and my channel in the description. This is me. Peace out.